and Jinx takes over.
An opportunity to snowball, I think, through the Corki, as you've highlighted. We'll see what the the Korean top lane battle looks like.
How much we swap these days, no?
We swap
isn't
a lot.
it weird how the game didn't change, but people just realized that swapping is okay? We got a crazy
Super
fight
strong,
here.
but all-ending 2v2 is also pretty good. Although Ice immediately going to back up as Kadui finally able to lay some cooldowns in the fight. Loopy taking a pretty decent chunk though. Makes things a bit awkward. Nice re-engage. The heal already popped though. Loopy biting off more than he can chew. Lethal Tempo is fully proc. This is an easy finish for Ice. Now he looks to get one more. What are you doing? The attack speed is stacking. A massive fumble. The barrier, the flash, both force. The Q coming through.
Oh my God.
It's the double.
And we were talking about this Jinx scaling. She's already 2 kills at 2 minutes. That's a disaster for SK. That's now Abadog is in trouble too.
Okay, I thought we were watching League of Legends. Apparently we're watching an ML. Yeah, and of course for Bukata, third team in 3 splits, been moving around a lot. 1 on KC, rough first split on SK. We see the play happening mid lane, and instantly looks like they're going to try to find 1-for-1, but Abadage trying to slide out, flash in from Bukata to try and finish. Skeens chasing as well.
And nice.
Abadage only with the recurve bow. It's going to be a little bit tough. Dewey's relatively powerful on the Corki. Nuke ready to come over the wall. He might have the full 5v5. Swift use for Dunda means he's going to be there first. Nuke ready to respond with the Nautilus ultimate. Dun. Good management of the heat. Dragon is going to go over the side.
Looking to get that first structure tower, first break tower, first blood tower. Oh, Paris.
Oh, Paris cut out. Trying to move out to safety. Gets knocked up mid-animation. The pullback is there, and it's a quick pick. Skeens not going to chase for too much more, but now fully zoned off that top lane tower. In this game?
In general, but sure, this game.
In the context of this game, I feel like Ocean is stronger. Kadui has enough range to poke, Azir Soldier poke. It's pretty good for both teams. It's not as good for BDS because I don't feel like they have reliable, like, long-range poke. Full send on the Otacon.
Oh, Dun.
And then going in onto Nuke. This is a big chunk. Now that Rumble's burned his ulti, as long as he takes Nuke out of the fight, things are going to look pretty good. Nuke goes over the wall. They see Bukata. They can immediately start Otacon. Good use of information from the side of SK. Dun. Nice pressure on the top side to pull 2. Bukata's realizing that he's on the complete wrong side of the map.
And it's great play by SK to punish BDS, but at the same time, you have a 2v1 against the Rumble and still on bot here. SK could look to force.
Hook from Loopy doesn't go wide. Skeens with the pillar. Now ulti across the top. It's a bit disjointed. They don't really get a massive chunk, and now Rooster has arrived. Chunks out Abadage. Multiple crucial cooldowns burned. Hook coming in from Loopy. Ulti across the top onto Nuke. They're zoning Paris away. Paris is already dead. Loopy grabbing the kill. The Ignite going to finish it. SK grabbing another Drake.
SK are just able to do whatever. They keep just trying to run in as 5. They had Aurora on the flank earlier, but Nuke here, finding Abadage.
Push back on Abadage. Instant pick. Pushback goes there. Abadage leaving for extra second. Flashing over the wall. The Ignite taking Bukata. Chases and finishes the kill. It's just a quick flash out from Skeens. Not going to see a flank, but we will see a pick.
Yeah, it's going to be a Nash start for BDS here. We'll see if SK are able to contest. They do still have the Rumble Equalizer, which would be great in this Nash pit. But this goes down fast. This is a 3-item Jinx.
Shredding through, 7K getting lower. Skeens, no flash, makes it so hard to get in the pit. 2K ticking away. They will finish it in the end. Nice fight coming in from Bukata. Lock up down onto Skeens, and it's all falling apart. Ice finds the reset. BDS, though uncertain, will just back away. Happy to get the Baron.
But that's where I'd say they're really able to swing the game fully in their favor. But if they're just taking down... Oi!
TP flank coming in for Dun. Ice has already flashed back.
Dun committing here,
spotted.
looks like.
Rooster ready to turn. Ulti across is going to catch out Rooster. Dun overheating, but going all in onto Ice, looking to lock him up. He can go golden for a brief moment. The follow-up is now there. Skeens can't quite get in, though. Knockups coming through. Paris on the front line. Tower already laid down, but it might not matter. BDS turning the fight back in their favor. They're so determined to take down Ice, but they just couldn't finish the job.
BDS get 2 here as they look to continue chasing, and they can play for tier 2 maybe. Looks like they can't as they keep getting poked out by Abadage and Kaduya's Corki.
That was a pretty big one. However, Loopy going to kick things off with a hook as Bukata immediately follows up, and Loopy just gets deleted. Ice finds the first kill. Resets are there, but it's a trade, 1-for-1. Support for jungler definitely favors the side of SK as they took Bukata out of the equation, but I don't
have a fight happen around top side as the Abadage is pushing the tier 2.
Getting tier 2 is big, but won't be able to spend that money before the next time to fight. Does have a tower to retreat to. Rooster's going to realize that in a moment. Bukata potentially caught out on the side. Damage connecting from the Aurora ultimate, and Kadui going down. Rooster starting to take over. TP coming in on the top side, but it's a split fight now. Loopy and Skeens running away on one side. Dun on the other, flash forward from Paris. Rooster going over the wall to continue. Ice ready to reset in a moment's notice. Try to keep this one going, but they're caught on the choke point now. Nuke wants to turn it, but the chains don't connect. Abadage and SK retreating. 2 picked up by the side of BDS for nothing. On the side of SK, haven't been able to find that kill back, and it seems like the Baron will be theirs.
Well, it looks like SK still wants to try to contest.
Ulti back up. Chasing in now. Nuke once again not going to find the change. Bukata quite low. Abadage has the ulti, has the flash, can try to make the play, but instead they're going to watch the Baron fall. Abadage goes golden. He might have just trapped himself here, but BDS just happy to retreat.
And BDS get the Nash, and they're going to get the Drake.
Try and make this play happen. Loopy, Hex Flash. Who's he going to connect instantly onto Paris, trying to take up as much damage as he can, but might have a hard time making his way out of this fight. Pillar there too, and Paris just crashes down, out.
That was a lot invested from SK though. They end up using the equalizer, and they lose the mid inhib as well.
But over the last few waves, it has just been Nuke and Dundun in the mid lane, as you highlight, and it means the tower's just been getting chipped away at. Dundun can't really walk up there. A slow, stalled out siege. Rooster stepping up, invisible for a moment. Abadage going in, instantly gets knocked up and canceled. There's nothing left for him in the fight as he gets completely one-shot. Pushback from Nuke is there. And already the Jinx is taking over. Loopy executed. It might just be a pen and ice. Quadra.
Go, go.
Going for more. How committed are they? One more auto, 2 more autos. Ice, first game of the season.
Get it.
It was messy, but he wants the penta. The whole team ready to die for it, but the coordination isn't quite there.
No.
Give him the penta. One more auto. It looks like it's just going to be the Quadra.
He's going to
give your life for the cause, boys.
Give it to him.
Commit! And the pentakill! He didn't go!
Rooster got it!
Okay. Oh, I just assumed. I assumed.
Oh.
And if that isn't the entire story of the game encapsulated in a single moment, I don't know what is. BDS taking game 1. Both teams potentially back to the drawing boards, but glimmers of hope. Little things here and there that I think they can hold on to as we get ready for our second game.
Yeah.
But obviously not great as a champ generally. Thresh Unbreakable can be really good to block, especially the machine gun damage from the Rise in later stages. As we see. Done well so far. Skeens goes in. Extra movement speed coming in from the egg as Assault fully stacked. They catch the flash out from Nuke. Flash fall from Abadage. They're trying to burn through that health bar. He's still standing for an extra second, and they get the first blood.
And that's the practice tools from SK, baby.
It pairs so nicely with Aftershock. Could be a bit awkward as Dundun. Shadowed by Skeens nicely. Q flashed in. Dundun, good flash out, but Skeens can't really respond. Dundun wants to go in anyway. Dundun trying to get more damage. Dundun out! 1 for 1.
Oh, right.
Abadage on the way in. We're not done yet, baby.
Bukata forward. No man's land.
Tombstone on his back, looking to find a few more. Bukata there, ready to body block, and that's the feat of warfare. SK firing back.
And it's a 2 for 1 with the help of Abadage and a great. Yeah.
Paris. Bukata, the follow-up. Abadage's got the Nikes on, ready to zoom his way out to safety. Is now Loopy's the one who's been caught out a little bit. Gravital not quite going to catch. That would be the Storm coming in as well. Abadage damage is much more powerful. Nuke Salt not doing a whole heck of a lot. Skeens getting lower and lower. Not sure how much more time on the Aegis Assault, but the stun comes through. They need to finish the kill immediately. They can't quite get the follow-up. And the E is there, but now Ice is on the way in. Ulti ready to go. We'll clean up at least one as Loopy gets taken down. Nuke going to grab the kill.
It's a bit of a slow fest here as the dash is practically up 2K.
Might as well be.
Oh, as far as
top side, caught out, Dundun dies.
Oh.
Much less exciting than the last death as SK have now started the objective. Bukata can roam in and try to contest here. Paris individual lead that always holding on to it. Now, the more you make plays like that, the more likely it is it'll fall away from you.
Oh, Dundun.
Dundun.
No flash.
Caught out again. Rooster goes in. Ulti's not going to take him anywhere. Dundun drops once again. Struggling right now. I respect that.
Oh,
Ulti bot, more commitment onto Ice. Block going in, but it's not going to matter. Skeens finishes the kill. A bit awkward if he doesn't give it to Kadui, but a nice pick on the bottom side, and SK can keep the pressure up. And look, it takes.
It's usually always a bait, because if you go something like Yuntal, it's just better when it's completed than Collector, pretty much, especially after you've stacked it. But we have BDS fighting here.
Fight kicking off. Aegis Assault used to mitigate a lot of damage. Ice caught out here trying to retreat as quickly as he can. Extra healing coming in from the ulti, but it's just Skeens instantly coming over the wall. Rooster, that entire gold lead might not matter if you run face first into all of SK. It's an absolute disaster. Kadui following up. Nuke has made it over the wall. Kadui now going to look to go back and finish the kill on a Nuke, as Bukata does manage to make it out. Nuke may try to outplay here, but it's the Q, the Acathian Rain to finish it off.
And BDS are just caught in enemy jungle as
More vulnerable is he has no boots. And we'll see the custom.
Q back through, Paris the body block, knockup is there, but Rooster looks like he's still going to fall. Unbreakable fades away. Kadui now looking to follow up. They make it look effortless.
And he's got no boots. He can't run away as Kadui ults in and cleans up. It's a 2 for 0 for SK. Second item on the Victor, which is nice, but he might be in trouble.
Immediately goes in, all in on the Nuke, and Kadui follows up. Bam, Nuke's dead.
And Kadui, he's always where he needs to be to follow up his teammates. Great engagement. Starting up the Otacon here, he has great weapons for it with the white and green.
Perfect. Dundun continuing to push mid-wave. SK, I don't think they can afford to fight here, but also giving up Otacon is such a massive swing. 3K, Scheme's gonna try to get in the pit, moving in, but the Otacon already down in favor of BDS. Ice on the backside, untouched, still perfect guns to keep the fight going, but it's Dundun in the back line. So much damage, but the ball's not quite there. Kadui taken out as well as an absolute bloodbath. Look at Abadog on the side, but he's caught in the gravity field. Flash to the side, trying to make the difference. BDS, oh my God, attrition, they're holding on. Abadog is living. No, he dies in the end. And BDS.
They get everything as SK are so desperate.
Does help balance that out, but on hit Kaisa and Arise can obliterate Baron.
Yeah.
BDS sleeping. They're going for the pick on the Nuke. They're determined despite the initial cooldowns missing. Bukata trying to body block and hold the line. Now all the team realize they may have been off more than they can chew. Quick slow on to Loopy on the side. He's getting chunked out. SK, do they want to turn back? Loopy likely to fall here. Follow up slows there. Knockup coming in onto 3. Paris and the rest of BDS pushing forward in the extended fight. SK still able to retreat thus far. Loopy still likely to fall, and now it seems like Dundun might be in trouble. Abadog off to the side trying to get a little bit more. Unbreakable already used. Pantheon on the way in. Front line down. Skeen's still going forward. He's not doing in the midst of the entire team, but it's insane. There's just too many people. There's too much damage. BDS again. Find the edge of the extended fight. Dundun wants a little bit more. Nuke getting chased down. Goes golden to dodge the extra damage. Dundun, I don't think he has the cooldowns. Cannot turn it back. And in the extended fight, once again, in the exact same... Now straight into the tree. It's tough stuff. you need to line it up. If you're going to make out-of-pocket Golem references, I'm going to get a random Harry Potter one. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, Nash here started by BDS. Out to 4K already.
Looking for the flank.
Dundun with
forcing
the flank.
BDS back. 3K on the objective. Skeens can just turn. Their focus isn't there. He's not sure what to do. Dundun managing to outplay Rooster in the 1v1 thus far. All of BDS being pushed back into this funnel, but they've picked off Dundun. SK so indecisive. But the Barons reset.
That might have been the most disjointed sequence I've ever seen.
Well,
as Kadui continues firing W's here.
I mean, it's harsh but fair. And again, the thing is, these games are so high stakes. The ulti only going to hit onto 1. Now Pantheon to the back line. Skeens look for an extra bit of movement speed. Abadage flashing in. Unbreakable there in the meantime. Ice off to the side, about to die. He has to flash away. Shutdown happening in the top lane fight. Abadage, very, very tanky. Looks like he might get one more. Nuke going golden. He holds his hand up, but it looks like he's just going to be a martyr in the midst of the fight. He can't do anything. Now it's Ice with just an extra bit of range, an extra bit of healing, a nice sidestep, and Bukata and Ice. Different lane, same story. It's a bloodbath.
What is happening in this game? Lane, but it's not too little too late. Doesn't have enough damage. Ends up falling as well. And now we're on to the Nash.
I'm going to lose my mind.
Keep it going.
For the record, that was absolutely the Ron Weasley's flying invisible Carl. That just did not.
And
Baron's gone.
That's a Felix for you, baby.
BDS, secure the objective. Now almost a 5,000 gold lead. It is all falling. Yeah, someone did the math. And now I've realized how impactful they are. It's like when people used to think the Dragons didn't do anything and actually like...
Oh, Kadui. Oh, Kadui.
Oh,
He's dead.
God!
That might just be game. They have
That
Nash.
might just be game.
Very poor wave clear for the side of SK here.
Rooster made him disappear, as did Ice.
See, they're looking to finish. Continue pushing.
BDS. Okay, SK, this is your chance. You gotta play it clean. Oh, green white for Ice, that makes this impossible. Like, you just cannot walk into these guns.
Already one Nexus Tower.
Poke coming out. They're getting it low. They don't want to finish it unless they can end, but it looks like the minion's gonna get it done for them. More Poke continues to go. Dundun going in, manages to catch them out. Pantheon ultimates the entire team. It doesn't matter, it's a meat grinder. They're being chewed up and spit right back out by the BDS backline. Abadage goes golden just in time to see it all fade away. BDS fight back return the game in their favor and close out the series with confidence.
And it certainly wasn't clean, but it's going to be BDS picking up the win 2-0 and showing definitely that they're a better team than SK. But if I'm a BDS fan, I'm worried for the rest of the competition.
Fair, but ultimately you get 4.
Yeah,
you might get more, but you need to make every single win count.
That's true.
BDS 2-0 today. And of course, your key player of the series options are Rooster, Nuke,
Oriana combo, and then trying to work through with the needlework. I think just having something that could have been that consistent DPS to close out a fight could have worked well.
I 100% agree with you. KC rounding out their competition rather than unspecified, but he came out to a storming start as Isma looking to start storming towards this bot lane. Targamas having to pop the heal already. He's going to be caught out. Isma on the board, first blood to Giant X.
Yeah, nicely done by Jun as well. So like in any of these plays, can help out quite a bit. I think that's how you want to play it, but Yike actually not even resetting. He's looking for Jun.
And he's going down towards this bottom side. Jun has no summoners, knocked up with the flag and drag. Noah here waiting in that bush, but not going to be able to save his cow, you have to feel, as Targamas continues to chase in. Great route from him. Good knock up the one to Yike. Jun almost survives. Noah dashing in. Yike with the triumph. Won't be enough. Noah gets him. A 2-for-1 in favor of KC.
KC going to be very happy with that one. Thought that Yike had already reset. They knew he was going to be on top side.
You can get his flash out early, becomes a sitting duck. Scryer's Bloom down. Vladdy's going to try and walk away. There's the pillar, but Jackies can't really follow up too much here. Just has a bit of damage in. Vladdy's able to walk his way away. Sure that Lot could push the wave in effectively. You could see Lot was a bit apprehensive that perhaps he'd be ganking. Now Yike is coming in from the side. Skip and flash away. There's a Cataclysm follow-up. Kana flashes forward with the counter-strike and down goes Lot. Followed up though, Yike is going to fall. Meanwhile in the bot side, Jun going for the engage. Looking for the trample on Kalist, but doesn't get the stacks up in time. Targamas tried to get the root onto the Alistar, didn't quite land it, but Kalist will hit the Mystic Shot even. The question is, will the teams make too many proactive plays between objectives? And the answer is, most indubitably, as Jun looks for the top side. Vladdy has no escape to this. Knocked up with the pillar, Isma comes across. Jackie's gifted the kill. Giant X get their 4th on the board.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised Vladdy didn't.
I guess my assumption of the 2 games we saw of them was they cleaned it up just a little bit.
And traditionally it has been Giant X kind of making mistakes in the mid game. Good pick.
Shockwave going down, and so does Targamas. Just absolutely pick 6th there by Giant X. And now the dragon is up as well. KC sea of blue in the river. No red wards at all, apart from one far side alteration that's just been placed across this wall.
Yeah, this is really well orchestrated by Giant X, and that was what I was going to say is Kalist now.
Jun's just chasing Kalist, going to force him out. The Realm War coming out as well, but Vladdy's not going to get there. Flash across from Isma. Kalist, though, hit enough Mystic Shots to have the Arcane Shift back up. Yike now joining in. True Shot Barrage going to rain in with the Cataclysm coming across the top. Kana trying to join from the side. Knock back Pop Blossom. Targamas will get the kill onto Isma. Yike's the one that secures it.
And this was actually where I was about to say Giant X have traditionally been very
happy as Larry, as they say, as we see KC trying to push in towards this top side to answer the pressure from bot. Jackie's no flash on him with the Realm Warp chasing forward. KC have found their man. Good shockwave. Jackie's trying to escape, can't get away from the overload, but Isma's on the chase now, and Jun's coming in from the lane as well. Yike will be able to escape. Vladdy does still have to flash here. Will flash across the wall. Jun chases him though. The angry cow, how do those horns taste? Yike trying to get away, no flash for him. Isma with the frozen domain should be able to chase this one down, as we see Kana in the picture-in-picture pushing in. Great pillar to stop the flag and drag. Isma will pick up his 4.
Nice turnaround by Giant X.
A beeline for it. KC don't have their jungler for 6 seconds. Giant X pull it down towards the bottom lane as Targamas looks to set up. Jackie's is in prime position, has the shockwave, will keep Kana at bay for now. The Uttercon down to 6,000. Targamas can't really get in here. Good poke coming out from Giant X. There's the True Shot Barrage. Vladdy going in. Great knockback on the Pop Blossom. Uttercon secured, and perhaps a little bit more. The culling from Noah. He flashes away from the counter-strike. Yike joins the party. Cataclysm onto 2. Noah trying to survive, but he's taken out, as is Jun and Isma. It's Uttercon and a 3 for 2. The kills in favor of KC. They want more out of this. Jackie's tries to get the slow onto Yike there. Doesn't have the flash. Will land the command dissonance for the slow. Hit with the flag and drag. Callisto picks up the kill.
KC managing to pick
been having an absolute whale of a time. And set up around the Drake once again. Starts to reset. Lot takes the aggro. Targamas looking to see if he can find that Pop Blossom. The engage onto Kana. Counter-strike. Pop Blossom hits all 5 of them! And they're buried in the river. Beautiful from KC. 5 for Ace.
A Cataclysm has never looked so flowery. Absolutely destroyed in that engage. Target
Starting up the Baron himself. No vision there right now for Giant X, but they have an inkling that something's going on as they immediately start to run across. Isma will see that it's already down low, but there's the follow-up and they collapse on Isma. Trundle put into the filth. KC secure the Baron, and with no jungler on the enemy team, the only question is it Drake now or do we push first?
I'm surprised that Isma felt he needed to face check. You've 2 blue.
For KC, they pick up their 3rd dragon of the game. Collapse happening towards the top side with the Realm Warp coming in. Lot, well, he's got no flash and he's only level 15. 2 level 17s collapsing on him. His lot is pretty short in this life. Taken out by Kana, goes unstoppable, joining Kalist on the 5-0-5.
I know, just this
a solid early game from Giant X. KC have just been the better team. They did it yesterday, they're doing it again today. Targamas, he's a minion. Oh, pulled back by the shockwave. Jun goes in for the 3-man engage. Exhaust down onto Vladdy as well. Targamas able to escape to the backside of it. Jun's going to be the first to fall in the fight. Lot looking for the needlework, but Kana keeps them all at bay. For a moment, it looked like Giant X have found an avenue back into the game, but Targamas survives. And Vladdy and Kalist healthy enough to keep pushing in. Kana looking for the counter-strike. Cleanse away from Noah and the flash. True Shot Barrage is coming out as well. Realm Warp in by KC as the reinforcements arrive to the party. KC will force Giant X away, will take the tier 3 in the mid lane and the inhibitor tower up towards top. Inhib will fall in mid. KC will get everything they wanted out of the push.
It was a beautiful shockwave from Jackie's, but unfortunately it's just that bit too late. As Isma, I don't think you want this, lad.
Yeah, I can agree with you there. I don't think he wanted that. He thought he did.
So much of that damage ends up missing. I think if you had Lot there, maybe you can get the needlework slow across everyone, and that could actually be the difference maker, but another shockwave.
Onto Targamas. He's going to use the Rocket Belt to try and get away, but he can't escape the Clockwork wind-up coming out from Jackie's. That was a little greedy. And illuminates the darkness. Giant X pushing through mid here. Drake is up, Kana Force up towards the top side. Has no flash, Isma's on the chase. This is Soul for a kill, it seems, and might even be Soul for the inhibitor as the Vladdy is pushing in. Now Baron is up, but do you actually win this as Giant X? Recall's gonna have to come out. They haven't got teleports. Can they start the Baron on spawn? Well, they say yes, I think no, as Vladdy continues to push in. Doesn't have a teleport of his own. KC looking to step in towards this top side river. Baron down to 6,000, now 5. Kalist with the True Shot Barrage. Yike can EQ in. There's the Cataclysm follow-up. Kalist having to Arcane Shift away. Pop Blossom onto 2. Yike looking for the smite as Kalist escapes. Lots clutches. Isma will secure the Baron. Yike forced up towards the top side and will manage to escape. Kalist with a sliver of HP gets away.
But Giant X get what they really wanted, right?
Was having a mosey, having a gander. Vladdy spotted by the control ward. Giant X maybe playing for this red, but choke points aren't their friend, especially against the Pop Blossom. Isma stepping in and just deleted. Overstays his welcome. Realm Warp coming in as well. Cataclysm onto the backline. Kana jumping forward. The EQ onto Noah, but now Yike's a little bit isolated. Vladdy still following up. Pop Blossom coming out onto Jun. Lot dies towards the top side. Jun follows suit. Only Jackie's remains. And you said it earlier, Rob. Giant X, they had good games and then they just fumble it.
Just getting caught there. Isma puts the panic into Giant X and it all starts to fall apart. Yike even using that Cataclysm to deny the knockup from Jun. It worked out so well. And KC, it started off rough, but game 1 is going to go their way.
And Jackie's has Shockwave. There is one wave on its way here, but I don't think he's going to be allowed to even step up to his inhibitor towers. Good Shockwave in the end, but it doesn't matter. KC, they had a couple of mishaps and mistakes in the mid-game, but in the end, they still remain victorious. 1-0 up in the series.
But to give Giant X their due, it really felt like they were going to be able to close this one out. It's again just these small missteps of going for that little bit too much in mid lane. Isma then taking that step too far forward. These little moments that could have changed into everything.
We'll be right back in just a couple of minutes with game 2 of this series, and we'll see if Giant X can clean it up or if KC will go 2-0 once again. Gosh, you know, Cassante into Sion. Mid lane, we'll see. The Annie can get a little bit of push. Her Disintegrate giving back the mana if you kill a minion with it really helps her out in the early laning phases. And then Jinx with the take the Drake away, but because they had the ward down, Vladdy and Targamas can be a nuisance. Grand Starfall is available for Yike. 2 grubs already picked up. Yike looking for the engage here, comes down. Doesn't really find anyone. Jun forced back down low. The engage though, immediately Jun diving in, and KC caught all unawares with the unstoppable onslaught coming out as well. Yike's gonna fall 2. It's 2-0 in favor of Giant X.
KC should not have tried to over and matching that with Jackie's, but that could be a little tough.
Yike with some good movement here. Blast coming into the Rift Hoa pit to escape the vision that Lotka put down. Kana's at half HP, but he wants to go all out, so that HP doesn't really matter too much. Lot with the unstoppable onslaught will land the stun onto Yike. Knock up with a decimating smash, but Kana dashing past it. Isma here to join the party. Lot dodging away, and so tanky. A super mega death rocket from downtown connects as Noah looks to help out his teammates with the fight. Yike's on a control ward, out of vision, out of mind right now as Jackie's lands the Tibbers, the lantern down. Stun connects. Vladdy will flash, and with the weirding won't escape. The Disintegrate enough to get him down. Lot with the Roar, the Slayer, and the Soul Furnace will manage to pick up a kill as Isma continues to chase forward. Kana has to burn his flash, and it's 4-0 Giant X.
Once again, Giant X. KC, the next dragon, but
ooh, Grand Starfall. TP's coming out from Giant X. This is going to be very deep here for Yike. Lantern comes down, he flashes away, but they put the double wards on it immediately, and Yike just dived way too far. No safety from the Lantern, his soul goes in it, as KC once again posing inside.
Maybe it's just like a Power Rangers control panel out in front of you. You just get to move each of the different limbs as you wanted to.
Like birds aren't real, Rift Tower isn't real. It's actually just a robot. League of Legends states. Another tower goes down all out from Kana. TP coming in behind as KC look to collapse. There's no tower remaining here for Giant X. Isma using the knockback from the Crescent Guard, but Vladdy comes in, goes between worlds, gets stunned up. Isma dashes forward, Vladdy dashes to the other side. Isma will fall here, Grand Starfall for the follow-up, and finally KC seem on the same page. Jun has to flash away, the chase continues for KC. In the end, they call it off, but they get their first 2 of the game.
They get a nice pick. Lot had moved back up towards that top side, so they thought they had a chance.
Takes that top tier 1. You gonna TP to top? I don't think so. It's an Atakan. The Drake exchange. Unstoppable Onslaught can come out. Kalist switches away from the Severum, now has Calibrum Crescendum. Super Mega Death Rocket hits onto Kana, not going to steal it away. Lot with the Unstoppable Onslaught can act as a bit of a distraction until the rest of his team joins, but they were a mile away. Decimating Smash charged up. Chum now looking for the flank. Cleanses away the stun. Can he get in? Good hook from Targamas, forces Jun on the back foot, but he dodges it well. There's the Magnastorm follow-up, landing onto 3s, and Jackie is there to follow up. Kalist walks away, but only for a second as he's sent home in a coffin. Giant X will find 3 kills and lose Jackie's and Jun.
You now have some sort of combat power to match the 2k gold lead Giant X has.
Oh, Vladdy was close with the zap there. Flame Trump's coming down there for the follow-up. Lantern is in, but again, a ward on top of the Lantern. They autoed it twice! They autoed it twice, just zoom in! And this is the Giant X that we heard about. These are the Scrim Gods, the Kings, as Jun is caught, and this is also the Giant X that we've heard about before. The Magnastorm down, Yike locked up. For a second I thought it was Jun who was found out, but once again, Giant X find a kill on this 1-4-2. Yeah, that is the ult from Lot.
He didn't get a lot.
He didn't. Oh, it's about sending a message apparently as Yike once again is the one that Giant X immediately dive onto. Noah happily takes the kill. Kana here has to try and get across this wall. Has still got his flash, goes all out as perhaps this is the moment for KC to turn it around. Infernum grabbing him, not the best guns for Kalist, but another hook hitting onto Isma, who flashes across the wall, but he's met with a flamethrower from Kalist. 2 kills to KC. They finally find something.
You can get the Yike ult in towards the dragon if you want to. KC actually just going to take it. And now you're in a position to contest for the Baron. And look at the guns for Kalist.
Be those meat shields for their teams.
With Lot's ultimate down, though, becomes a little bit more of a bluff, let's say, for Giant X, where, yes, they can contest as they fall back, and you have to walk into the desk. Oh, wait a sec.
Massive stun onto Yike once again. He flashes away, but he goes to meet his maker. Playing for the red buff, Yike just overstepping. Great flash engage from Jackie.
Yeah, especially because the Felios was shown on that top wave, so I was like, KC, you just end up fall back. You don't need to just play for the red, and you have no real ease of engage because Jun didn't have the flash to try and follow up. But if you just continuously walk into the decimating smash, that's going to be the easy setup then for Jackies to finish you off.
And Giant X will get the Baron 30 minutes in their favor. Here, Giant X have been methodical. Yes, slower than it could have been, but still a patient, controlled play to gain control of the map. As I say that, Jun just goes in! The Magnus Storm down, but they're 2v3. Isma diving forward, the Severin will heal. Kalista up with the Moonlight Vigil. Kana flashes in, Grand Starfall out as well. Kana dashing away, there's the Timbers! They were just deleted! Gone in an instant, evaporated, eviscerated! A quadra for Noah, make it 5! The Penta for the Jinx, and the win in Giant X's eye!
Giant X came to play, Scrim Gods showing up on the stage here today. A commanding performance against KC in what looked a little dicey at the start. Worked out fantastically.
There was no pop blossom, but one of the teams definitely went pop. Giant X even out the series, give KC their first loss of summer, and we're going to game 3.
That was fantastic from Giant X. Full control in the early stages, playing towards our win conditions, denying any answer for KC, and they're pushing us to game number 3.
There they are, we'll be back right after this. Don't you dare go anywhere.
We've got tools there for the Silas to work with, and especially the Galio one for Vi ults in. You then ult the Vi with the Rumble ult on top of it, and you're... I think no one Jun wanted try and freeze this wave out from away from the turret, so nicely done, but here's Isma.
Oh, Isma looking for the engage. They jump immediately onto Kalista, who has to flash away. Flash forward from Yike for the suppression on Jun, who walks down knowing he is done for. KC, for the first time this series, get first blood.
It was a risky play.
Spot him on a ward, and we'll start to back away immediately. The rest of KC collapsing, though. Lot has the flash, dodges away from the Justice Punch, will get taunted up here, but just be able to walk his way out. Knocked up by Targamas, who battle dances his way back to his top lane.
Yeah, they just needed to make sure that Lot lost this minion wave, because you're seeing the same is about to happen in that top side for this.
Lot, that was greedy from Lot, trying to step back forward, now flashes in, isn't level 6, doesn't have the equalizer, dodges away from the grand entrance, and I said it was greedy, but Lot survives for an absolute age! Lot with the fancy feet, he turns KC to stone! Stuck where they're standing. He should be very happy with how that sequence went down. Kalista's going to be able to pick up a plate, Lot still up towards the top side. As we see the Emperor's Divide coming out, hook from Jun, not quite connecting. Hero's entrance there to back up Vladdy. It was used at the right time, but wasn't really needed in here. Targamas will spot the fact a ward went down. Oh, Isma jumps across the ward with the blast cone. Cease and desist in, flashes away from the Impale. There's the Vault Breaker as well to safety. TP coming out from Kana as they look to collapse on this play. The Riptide used by Jun for the slow, but the quickness in. Good depth charge again. Isma, though, is running into the rest of KC. Kana distracting Jun and Noah well, and will force them away.
There was so much used in trying to protect him, but now Jun might go down as well.
Oh. I mean, Kana's actually the one who's probably on the wrong side of this. Jun going back in with the hook.
Moments, like, you're now getting a dragon going across. You're matching this play on the top side, turret taking on the bottom side. Well, you were for a little bit matching it, but it just means that it's these moments that will stand out because big objectives happen as a result.
Jackie's knocked back underneath the tower, doesn't tank it. Emperor's Divide to try and keep Targamas away. Flashes again, but this is not where you want to be, Giant X. You keep going into the wrong damn jungle. Jackie's might be able to get to the blast cone. Targamas gonna try and follow him around. Kalist coming in as well. Puts down the feathers, and Jackie's even with the Kingslayer won't heal up enough. 3-1 to KC.
Again, though, it's a slap.
Yike comes into the bush as well. Now Giant X realize, oh, it's a 3v3 if we do decide to take this Barney. Jun's the one to step forward. They go for Vladdy. Cease and desist, not on the equalizer, even with the depth charge follow-up. Targamas with a great charm, double TPs. It's Jackie's who joins first, steals away the Impale. Will look for it, but goes between the uprights. Jackie's will fall to KC as they collapse in the bottom lane.
And the TP from Kana buying the space that KC needed to deal with Jackie's in the back line. There's a couple of whiffs on some key spells throughout that, but KC managed to get the kill.
Jackie's was looking for it, but the Impale just didn't connect. Now Giant X still fighting in a 4v5. Targamas trying to heal up. No quickness for him. The Emperor's Divide there, though. Targamas dives in, and here come the soldiers. Noah down. Jun will follow suit. KC roar into life in game 3. 2K ahead. 2 Drakes in there.
He kind of has to throw out the Impale and hope for the best, but removing bot
Lot
side.
might die as well. The Rift Herald's coming in. Targamas looking for the grand entrance. There's no flash now for Lot. Rift Herald charging around the corners. Jackie's. Oh, he doesn't hit the Epicskillshot. No, the Rift Herald doesn't take down the tower. Yike now with the Ishtar's impact will lock Jackie's against the wall. He dashes in, but the ground entrance allows Vladdy to make a safe exit. Kingslayer healing not enough as Targamas takes the kill. The equalizer not ticking on anyone. KC, well, they're doing it to get Jackie's a little bit of a gold infusion, but the outcome will be more than that for KC. Very happy with their prize as they secure their 3rd neutral objective of the game. All those petals.
Look at LPL and LCK, they are going for the Pantheons and Wukongs because you have champions like Xayah, Sivir that can manage that dive potential well.
Impale onto Jun. He looked for the engage, but the Scorpion's tail has a mighty sting. Vladdy takes the kill, 2-0-4 now. The Kana might just blast going over the wall here. He's on his lonesome, but Giant X don't really know it. Isma looking for the smite. Gets back in. Oh, it's Noah that gets it. Meanwhile, Vladdy looking for a flank position of his own as he TPs in. The Emperor's Divide flashed away by 2, but not by the others. Giant X lose 2 again. Targamas chases off Lot towards the top side. Isma now, man, earlier in this, more distraction than anything. Yike using the shield to aggro the Crux. Isma jumps across the wall. Targamas going to join this fray just to make sure that the buy does fall.
Give it to Targamas.
Baron once again. They'll start it up. Fast side automation coming out. The control wall will stop it. Kalis autos it as well, trying to pull Giant X into a bit of the action. Isma does have the smite. He can jump across the wall with that Bolt Breaker. They'll hold it on 7,000 or so. Jun exhausted by Targamas. Hero's entrance in. They go for the Impale onto Isma. Cease and desist out from him. Targamas will fall first. Isma surviving. Jackie's trying to dive in with the quickness as well, but can't quite get the damage onto Kalis. In the end, a support for a mid laner exchanged. Importantly though, Isma's still alive, healing up from the Razor Beaks, and now about to have his flash back up. The hook out, Emperor's Divide from Vladdy to try and keep Jun and Lot at bay. Kana falling low as well as the missiles fly from Noah, but the feathers fly from Kalist. He'll find 2 with the help of Vladdy, and now the Baron should be secure.
Yeah, I can just tank it up. KC be able to get the Baron. It took a lot from KC. They end up going over the wall.
8,500 gold ahead. They'll be sleeping in the jungle after this game very happily as they push forward. The Inhibitor, their first target. Kana's catching that mid-wave to make sure they have a new objective after that Inhibitor does go down. The Giant X, one last press of those R-keys. See if you can find anyone. The problem is you have to make your way through Kana and Yike to do it, and they're pretty damn tanky right now. Kana even has a Seeker's Arm Guard to add that extra layer of protection. Giant X, you got to do something at some point. The Dredge Line's going to land onto Kana. Featherstorm out from Kalist. Isma goes in with the cease and desist, but a good charm from Targamas distracts the rest of Giant X, and Kana from under the towers dives back with a hero's entrance. Double flash away. Stopwatch from Vladdy to avoid the depth charge. Noah unable to escape. Another Dredge Line coming in. Only Lot left standing, and none of his Nexus towers have that same luxury. It took him a while, but KC finally managed to bounce back and take it 2-1.
Game 1 and 2, a very close, or sorry, very strong showing from Giant X, but game 3 was not a close affair at all. KC came in absolutely swinging and just refused to give up.
I think Giant X will be disappointed with themselves. Game 2 really showed what they can do. Game 1 as well, they were able to get back into it. after a couple of mistakes in the mid game put them in a bit of a hole. For KC, things to work on from this week, their early game especially.